Computer. All right, well, good evening, everybody. My name's Bill Ball. This is my wife, Dawn.
Hello and welcome.
We are out of Sarasota, Florida, where we work our Valentus business together. Going on almost a year and a half, year and 3/4.
I was thinking that this morning. It's a little over a year and a half. We're coming right up to it, and wow, it went really fast.
It's been fun. It's been fast, and we're really enjoying our ride here. We love the products. We love the company. We love the camaraderie. And let's face it, we're in a new world now, right? I mean, everything's changed. Back in March of 2020, everything changed for everybody, and it hasn't really gotten back to normal. In fact, I think it might be swinging the other way again.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's why it's such a blessing to have a home-based business, because not knowing what's going to happen to maybe your job, or your family might, somebody might have a career and they're going to need your help in the future, whatever it might be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to share with you that if you build a home-based business such as Valentus that you're going to see about tonight, if you're watching this on the recording or you're watching this live, it's invaluable to have a source of residual income. It's invaluable to have a company that handles all the shipping for you and all of the accounting and everything that goes with a business like ours. And really the only thing you have to do is connect people to a great product. And you don't have to go see anybody to do that. It's all done virtually, just like this, which is the beautiful thing about what we do. You don't have to touch any products. You don't have to shake any hands. Everything we do is right here at a home. Dawn and I have been involved in the home-based business industry now for 13 years, maybe going on 14 actually. And it's been a great ride for us. We've had a lot of fun. We've made millions of dollars doing it. We got to meet some great people along the way. Some of them I see faces on here right now that we've met years and years and years ago. And
there was actually the picture, John, Haremza, and Logan. Logan was only probably maybe 6 or 7 years old. And it's a picture of the two of you, and it pops up every year on Facebook memory.
It does.
And that's how long we all go back with so many of you on here.
So if you're on here tonight as a guest, or if you're a member and you've been here for a while, or you're a brand new member, just pay close attention to what you're about to hear, because we really build relationships here. That's what we do. We build relationships, and we make money together, and we have fun along the way. So I've invited a special guest on here tonight, a gentleman that I got to meet, probably 8 or 9 years ago now. And, I texted him earlier. I said, so how long have you been in the industry now? Because it changes every year, and I get confused. So he's been in the industry. Well, I know the earnings, but I don't know how long in the industry. He'll share that with you. He's at $27 million in total earnings in this industry. And I think it's right around 27 or 28 years. So maybe less. If you do the math, this gentleman's earned an average of $1 million a year in this industry. But, what I really want to share with you is that he's only been with Valentus for about 5 of those or 6 of those years. And $9 million of those dollars he's earned with this company. So when you take a look at somebody who's had a long run in a career that's, averaged about $1 million a year, but 9 million of it has been made in a short window of time with a company like Valentus, that should tell you a little bit something about the company, about the timing, about how ripe the opportunity really is. So, I invited John Haremza on here tonight. He's a very well-known author, motivational speaker, icon in the industry. He's been featured on, GoPro events with Eric Worre live with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people in the audience. So I figured there was nobody better to bring on tonight to share his story and his vision, and to share the Valentus opportunity with you. So with no further ado, I'm going to turn it over to my friend and coach and mentor, Mr. John Haremza.
Well, thank you, Bill and Don. Great to be here, and I'm so excited to see your little new grandbaby there. That's super exciting. And I mean, it just again speaks to what we have here in this business. That I woke up even the other morning thinking a little bit about this. Being working from home, and just how unbelievably incredible that is from every part of your life. I mean, I got a beautiful home here in Vegas, and I'm able to enjoy it. And I due to the pandemic, I'm traveling less than I've ever traveled in my entire professional career. And I don't know if it'll ever go. I don't know if I'll ever see myself traveling like I once did. right? And just staying at home. But I got thinking about it, about all the people out there that have to leave their home every single day, right? Early in the morning, shuffle their kids off, to probably someone else, get home late at night, rush some dinner down and start it all over again. And I just think about, and I guess that's one thing, guys, I want you to realize is the quality of life that can be obtained through a home-based business, through what we have here at Valentus. It really is. I got to stop and just, count my blessings and be so incredibly grateful to everyone and to just the quality of life that can be obtained here. And that's the other thing I want you guys to understand. It's everyone can do this, right? I mean, Bill's talking about these numbers of actually 32 years in the industry, nearly 27 million in total earnings, a little over 9 million with Valentus in a little over 5.5 years. And, I guess the thing I want you to understand is I entered this. I mean, I was living in a small town in Minnesota, 2,000 people, had never traveled more than 100 miles from my hometown. I've never been, other than North Dakota and South Dakota, Minnesota, the only 3 states I'd ever been in, right? And this business has now led me all over the world. All over the world. And it has afforded me an opportunity not just to earn incredible income and live an unbelievable life, but experiences that I've been able to have and the people that I've been able to meet. But I was living in a trailer house, working at a potato chip factory with a learning disability, right? Still struggle with it today, but no self-esteem, no self-confidence. And my goal when I entered, I was super excited about the chance of making a couple $100 extra a month. That was meaningful for me, right? When you're making $9 an hour, a couple $100 extra a month is a big deal. And you get to that point, you think about a couple $1,000 or $1,000 a month, and then 2, and then 3 was full-time for me. And so it doesn't matter where you are in your life, what your situation is. I think that's one of the things I really want you to understand is you can win here. You can do it, and it's focus, it's consistency, it's hard work. But the reality of it is you're not going to get anything in life without focus and without excitement and without hard work and consistency, right? It's just where can you do that and get the highest return? And I just don't think there's a better spot than what we have right here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I'm going to go through a quick little presentation with you all. And the first thing I think that we need to look at is, are people looking, are people interested? Everyone out there wants to make extra money. And if you find somebody that says they don't need extra money, they'll lie about other things too. Everyone, I don't care how much you got, you'd like a little bit more. And there's a lot of people in major need. Better health. Who doesn't want better health, right? Better health and wellness. We have products that can provide that. And time freedom. And we talked just moments about that, about people, in jobs, people with businesses. They don't control their life, right? Somebody else is controlling their time. Somebody else is controlling their life. With this business, you actually are in control of that. And where the real dream is, as you build something here, to be able to actually remove yourself from the day-to-day activity that takes to generate an income. That's what real-time freedom is. When the money comes without your effort, right? That can be obtained here. And again, I think, with all the subsidy and stuff, there's people that are probably doing okay, but that's not going to last forever. I think there's a lot of people that are scared, right? They're waiting for somebody to reach out for them, somebody to give them some hope. They're living a life of quiet desperation, and their rug could be pulled out from underneath them. If that's another thing that we've learned through this pandemic is that, anything can happen. A rug can be pulled out from underneath you at any moment. And where we are in the home-based business industry, right? Being able to take control, have a quality set of products that people can consume and love and take every single day. It's phenomenal. Now, what makes this all possible, right? Yes, it's Valentus, but it's this industry. of network marketing. Nearly $200 billion of products, goods, and services are marketed through network marketing. And it's been around for 70 plus years. So I think one of the first things that we need to address is the natural skepticism people have about network marketing. Folks, it's been around for 70 plus years. $200 million products, goods, and services and marketed this way. And that's really all it is. It's another method of distribution. As you think about traditional methods, retail, they're paying actors and athletes and high budget advertising campaigns, literally hundreds of millions of dollars to get you to walk into that store and pick that product off the shelf. Matter of fact, it's been said that nearly 50% of the cost of a product is advertising, right? Well, that 50% goes to you. We don't advertise, we give that 50% to you. You, me, Bill and Don, everyday people sharing their excitement about this product and what this company is all about. Now, what I've learned is all of these companies are made up of 5 critical elements, right? Company, product, compensation, timing, training, and support. And, you look at people in this industry and there's a lot of people that, haven't had success. And yes, it could be greatly due to simply not applying themselves, but in more cases than not, it's because something is missing. 2 or 3 of these critical elements are missing, right? But if all of the elements come together and you focus and you work hard and you stay consistent, that's where the magic happens. That's where the fortunes are made. And I'm going to go through this a little bit, but I'm going to tell you this. Every one of these critical elements are bigger, better, and stronger today than they've ever been in the history of our company. Just this past Saturday, announced a new opportunity video with more videos and more languages coming in the upcoming weeks and months. Brand new website that I heard went live this afternoon with even the back office being re-updated. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm going to look at that. Payment options for our people in Europe. Canada officially open now for products to resell. The CBD product world. The CBD world. What we have in this area is, without question, the most powerful CBD product, bar none, in the industry of CBD, not just in the industry of network marketing, but in the industry of the CBD world. So, all that simply means is it's exciting times. It's exciting times here to be with Valentus. Now, what I want to do is just touch briefly on each of these areas. The company got its start in July of 2014. And that first year, granted it was only a 6-month year, but we did about 300,000 sales. Year 2, 2015, 3 million in sales. 2016, 32 million in sales. And, to date, we've done over $250 million in sales. And that's an exciting number. Few companies ever do that. We're 7 years old, but what's more exciting is not what we've done. That's a huge accomplishment, no doubt, but it's what we're going to do. Because I think we're going to do our next 250 million, not in 7 years, but in the next, 18 to 24 months, right? So that's exciting. 100% debt free, not a single dollar outstanding debt, based out of Sioux Falls. I put down here 6th element, right? I touched on the 5 critical elements. That 6th element is the culture. It's the energy, it's the vibe, it's the heart that comes from our founder and CEO, Dave Jordan, and his wife, Joyce. It's, in my 32 years been in the industry, I've never seen anything like it, to be a part of something where people truly care, truly help, truly have your best interest at heart. One of our major focuses, right now, we've expanded our product line, but one of our major focuses that really brought our company to the dance is the weight loss industry. And this is something I know a bit about because I've struggled with my weight my entire adult life. And when I say that, I've tried everything. And one thing I know about people that are overweight, they think about it every single day. They beat themselves up about it every single day. They're willing to try almost anything. And I have literally tried everything. I've done the meal replacements, I've done the shakes, the prescription drugs, the acupressure, the hypno, I've done it all. And one word sums it up, and that is miserable. Okay, the reason why diets fail is people are miserable. They might do something for a week or two, maybe even make it a month or so, but we're talking maybe 1% of people make the necessary lifestyle changes for permanent weight loss. And because they're just miserable. Well, what we've done, understanding this, is we've created a product, and we've got several different coffees. They all basically do the same thing. But first off, I want you to think about coffee. 80% of the population drinks coffee every single day, and they don't just drink it, they love it. They can't imagine starting their day without it. They're going to drink it the rest of their life, right? Now imagine that very same thing that you love. You can't imagine not starting your day with it. Imagine that very same thing, having some ingredients that could help you control, manage, and even lose weight. Folks, that is simply brilliant. In my 32 years in this industry, easiest thing I've ever done, sold, or talked about. I mean, you literally can't not sell weight loss coffee, right? I mean, you say weight loss coffee and ears perk up. What? I mean, how does that work, right? So incredibly exciting. Now we have another product called ThermoPerk. This can enhance the results of the coffee. It can be taken as a standalone. The name thermo is just what it means. It's a thermogenic effect on your body, increasing your metabolism, and it also kills your appetite. Now we have multiple products. You know, weight loss is complicated. People want fast results. I mean, you can, you know, do the ketogenesis diet. We have a keto creamer to help you do that, right? If you're not a coffee drinker, we got cocoa and we've got tropical blast. You know, we're all carbohydrate crazy people with sugars and everything else. We got a product called 24/7. Helps the way your body processes those carbohydrates and sugars. So, and again, I said multiple coffees. This is another very, very incredibly powerful product that when you learn about it, you begin to understand it, and more importantly, try it and experience the benefits. It's one that you don't want to live without. It's called Relief. It's digestive enzymes. So here's what I know about enzymes. You can't live without them, right? We're born with only so many enzymes. And what it was explained to me is we have almost like an ATM machine. And we don't know how much is in there. But if you run short of enzymes, all kinds of digestive and health problems start. Like say you're somebody that's lactose intolerant. It's just they don't have the proper enzymes, right? When you take and get the proper enzymes, because what happens when you cook your food over 118 degrees, it kills all the natural enzymes. So it has to draw on your body's reserve. And so subsidizing getting the proper balance of enzymes in your body, I hear the testimonials and I'm just blown away, like miracle type stories I'm hearing. Now, Emulin, another unbelievably imperatively powerful product. I mean, you know, there's two of them, Emulin M and Emulin C, brought to us by a guy by the name of Dr. Joseph Ahrens. He's a two-time Nobel Prize nominee for his work. And basically, number one, this product has a clinical study published in a peer medical journal, okay, documenting its results. But basically, what does it do? It helps the way your body processes carbohydrates and sugars. And if you're someone that has, you know, blood sugar problems, you're going to want to take the E. That could help you manage those blood sugar challenges. Now, let's see here. The next thing is just, I mean, I could spend the next hour and a half going through our product line. So we've got a lot of different products. We've got a brand new website. Go to valentusproducts.com, go to our Valentus main website. You can get all the stats, all the research. You can find out what you want about our products. Timing, okay? I mean, we hear about it. Maybe we don't completely understand it, but here's what I'm going to tell you. If you look at anyone who has ever had a lot of success in their life, financial success in their life, timing played a part in it. They got involved in something at the right time, essentially before the whole world has heard about it, and be part of helping the world learn about it, right? That's where the fortunes are made. That's exactly where we are here. And, you know, I know every company tells you the timing's perfect, but timing is actually very predictable, right? It's a set of numbers. And I've done the research. I've studied this. I mean, you know, Bill mentioned that I've written a book, right? I had to study other companies, and there's very distinctive tipping points. When a company is doing less than 2 million a month, there's no real evidence or proof. Is it really going to make it, right? And so I relate it to fishing. It's like, you know, trying to get somebody all excited about a brand new fishing spot. And that can sound exciting, and then you get out there and the weather's miserable and there's no fish biting. That's kind of like being involved in a startup company. When a company hits about 2 million in monthly sales, there's enough evidence, there's enough proof, there's enough documentation. It's kind of like the fish start biting. There's something to see and believe in other than what's going to happen. It's beginning to happen. And as the company grows, that timing, that excitement, that evidence, that proof, the fishing per se gets better and better and better. And when it hits about 10 million a month, the fish are jumping in the boat, right? I mean, this is where people get involved. They don't even know what they're doing and they start making money, okay? And that's exciting, okay? But what you want to do is when it gets to that point, you don't always want to be standing there with one fishing pole thinking this is the best fishing you've ever had. No, you want to be driving the boat. You want to be dragging 10 miles a net. You want 1,000 people fishing out of your boat. And folks, that's the opportunity we have right now, is to be involved, get engaged at the sweet spot. I mean, here we are in North America, the United Kingdom, just getting started in Asia. The timing truly couldn't be better. I mean, if you really understand what I've just shared with you, you wouldn't be sleeping at night, right? Now, compensation, again, difficult to understand. I'm going to give you a broad overview. Basically, again, that 50%, instead of going to, the advertising, the actors and the athletes, the high budget advertising campaigns, that 50% is going to you, right? Real people with real results spread out over 7 profit centers. You can build a wholesale customer business. Forget about recruiting or sponsoring anybody, just building a wholesale customer business, earn up to 40% off that customer activity. If you buy a business pack, right, it can, because you decrease the cost of what you're buying the product, you can actually earn up to 50%. Fast start bonus. There you're going to, every time somebody else says, I want to do this too, right? Depending on where they join, up to $200. The legacy bonus, after you've enrolled 3 people, okay, with a business pack, you now start a legacy team. Every person on your legacy team that joins with a business pack, whether you brought them in, whether someone else brought them in, if they're part of your legacy team, you're getting $100 bonus, right, to infinity on that. The dual team commissions, up to $1,000 or $100,000 per week, right, off of the monthly consumption. The matching check, global bonus, car bonus, again, money all over the place. So the question is, can I do this? And folks, again, I mean, you've learned everything you need to know about this business in kindergarten. It's called show and tell. I mean, we tell stories about our company, about our products, about what's happened to us and what's happened to others. I mean, let me ask you a question. Have any of you ever gone to a good movie or eaten at a great restaurant and told somebody about it? I would bet 100% of you would say you've done that. And now let me ask you another question. Do you think your excitement towards a movie, towards a restaurant, ever influenced someone else to go see the movie or eat at the restaurant? Again, I bet 100% of you would say yes to that question, but you didn't get paid, right? Folks, that's all we do here. If you can get excited about what I've just shared with you, just like telling somebody about that movie or telling somebody about that restaurant, your goal is not to explain the whole meal, right? To tell them every frame of the movie. Your goal is to just simply stimulate an interest. See, we have all kinds of tools. We have a Share Valentus app that's got all the videos and the product materials and the websites. It's got everything you need. Your job is to stimulate an interest, to get them to want to learn more about what it is that we're talking about here. Okay, getting started, you can stick your toe in the water for $59. Okay, and so stick your toe in the water for $59. That's the most expensive way actually to get started, because you're paying the highest amount. Little better value, $145, little better value again, the $239. But if you're looking at this from a business standpoint, okay, we suggest you do the business pack or the career pack. Now, there's 5 reasons of why I believe this. Number 1, it's a good example. I mean, I promise you, every time you sit down across from somebody, they say, you know what, looks really good. What did you do to get started? And you're gonna have to tell them, right? And so you have the ability to set the pace on how you're going to duplicate, how others are going to follow and join, because it's hard to get somebody to do something you haven't done yourself. So setting a good example, workable inventory, having products on hands to use, to sample, to sell. It is a better value. I did touch on that already. The $59, the most expensive way to get started. And then you have, with the business pack, $36, with the career pack, $33. Demonstrates commitment, maximizes your earnings. You automatically become a Ruby in the compensation plan, which means you go from making 5% on the residual side of our business to 20%. And as long as you maintain your monthly order, you're going to maintain that level of pay at that 20% level. You need to do that, of course, to get qualified for legacy. And it also gives you a matching check, a 4 or a 5 level matching check, depending on your business or career pack, which is very, very powerful. So last question is, do you want to do this business? Right? I mean, I think that's important. And here's what I'm going to tell you. We have fun. I mean, this is a fun business. Lose some weight, make some additional income. That's kind of, I mean, as I look at this, that's kind of the worst case scenario. Should you say yes, that's kind of the worst case scenario. But what has driven me in my life are the what ifs in life. You know, some people are always, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does? I mean, if we look at the worst case scenarios, you're going to have some fun. You're going to lose some weight and you're going to make a little extra money. That's the worst case scenario. But what if this turned into something where you were making an extra $500,000 a month? What if it turned into, you know, serious income, full-time income, dream income, right? As being experienced here, work from home, you know, own your life. And I can't tell you, and if you've never experienced it, you know, most people have someone else that's really owning their life. It's their boss, you know, it's their, but when you own your life, when you're in complete and total control of how you want to spend your life, how you want to spend your time, what you want to do, it's unbelievable. Personal development, tax advantages, recognition. I mean, you know, folks, here's what I know. Most people live in a someday world. And what I mean by that, it's always someday, someday, someday. Someday, you know, I'm going to lose that weight. Someday, I'm going to get healthy. Someday, I'm going to get out of this job that I hate. You know, someday I'm going to, you know, save for retirement. Everything is someday, someday, someday. And they just keep kicking the can down the road. And all of a sudden they're out of days, right? With not much more to wish they can do it over again. And as far as I know, they can't. But here's the thing. Think back 5 years. What was life like 5 years ago? And what is it like today? Right? And the sad fact is for most people, not much has changed. Right? But here's the scary thought. Let's look ahead 5 years, because it'll be a snap of a finger and we're going to be 5 years down the road. The question is, will have anything changed for you? And that's where Valentus comes in, because we can change the course of the next 5 years of your life. But folks, it's not someday. It is today. Procrastination is the thief of success. Stop talking about it and take action. Make the decision. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm going to do something about it. Right? And if not this, what? Right? But this is right here. The timing, the elements are in place for success. All you have to do is say yes, because when you say yes, that's when our job begins. Not when it ends. That's when our job begins. So with that, I'm super excited. Appreciate you all. Love you guys, Bill and Don. You know, just so happy to be working with you guys, and I'll turn it back over to you.
John, thank you so much. And, you know, what you said about your, you know, the support and everything that's here, perfect example of it right here. You know, John Haremza, after earning millions and millions of dollars and doesn't have to get on and do a webinar for us tonight. I invited him on. Here he is. He'll do the same thing for you.
Yeah, he always says yes, and he's always there for us.
Each and every person on this line, you know, three-way calls, whatever it takes. And, you know, one last thing I'll close out with is John was going over that slide and he said, you know, what's in it for me? And, you know, is this something you want to do? And, you know, when Dawn and I first got started in network marketing, I can tell you that we were traditional business owners. And what we really enjoyed about it was the plug and play aspect. So if you're looking at this and you're saying, you know what, I don't know if I can do this, here's what I can share with you. It's really almost like autopilot. The only thing you have to do is plug into a system and just follow what they give you. And if you can do that and you can follow a system, anybody can have massive success here. So I want to thank you so much, Mr. John Haremza, for coming on. If this made sense to you and you're watching the recording or you're on right now as a guest, get back to the person that invited you. You might have some questions. We'll get on a three-way call and answer anything we need to. Thanks, everybody. God bless.